I did change because I wanted you to think that this was a different day and that I'm actually hygienic and showered, when in reality, I just put on this little jacket thing, so. Today's video is going to be a little bit more of a, I guess, personal video. It's just going to be a reflection on my sophomore year of college, and it's not really like beauty related or vlog related or really anything. I just want to share with you guys, like I said in my very first video ever on this channel, that I just want to kind of have this to look back on in the future and kind of see what I was like at this moment in time. Also, fun fact, I just filmed a tutorial for this hair and a couple others, and I will put the link right there. Alright, anyway, so back to the purpose of this video. I think the first thing that I would say about my sophomore year, or that I learned at least, is that you have to kind of take your sophomore year to take like a step back from your normal group of friends and try to make friends outside of it. I think that was something that I did at the basically the very beginning of fall, so like the beginning of the year this year. I kind of got involved in some like other organizations that were outside of my normal friend group, and I made some of my best friends that way, and I don't think I would have ever planned to do that. And also that, coupled with the fact that as you move from your freshman year into your sophomore year, I think I said this also in my freshman year like lessons video, that people change and friends are gonna come and go, and you know, things are gonna happen, but everything happens for a reason. And I know everyone says that and it's like the biggest cliche, but coming out on the other end of my sophomore year, like, yes, I will say I have lost some friends that I was friends with my freshman year. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm still best friends with everyone, and I think that unintentionally inspired me to kind of go out of my normal friend group, out of my normal social circle, and make those new friends. But yeah, so that's something that I learned this year. Okay, so the second thing I think that I personally learned this year, and for anybody else out there who's like me, I think I'm not 100% sure, but I think in my freshman video I mentioned how you should go out and get involved, and how that is going to be that you will make a bunch of friends, you know, whatever. So get involved. Something that I learned this year, my second year here at college, is not to over-involve yourself. So I think I also mentioned scheduling. A lot of things are piggybacking off of each other from my freshman year video, but basically this year I took on way too much. On top of my schoolwork, I was taking challenging classes, or you know, at least challenging to me personally classes. On top of that, loading on all these extracurriculars that, you know, personally I find a lot of fulfillment and a lot of joy from my extracurriculars and from interacting with people in the different organizations that I'm involved with, but it's not worth your sanity. And I think that's something that I definitely learned this year and not my freshman year. You know, like, it's not worth it to get 3 hours of sleep for 3 weeks straight because you're on top of all your involvement and also all of your school, because at some point it is going to drain you physically, emotionally, mentally. I know for me personally, essentially this year, it took a pretty serious toll on my health, the level of stress that I was experiencing, and I was so bewildered when I went to the doctor, and basically they told me that I was too stressed and I needed to stop, because, you know, I didn't think my life was stressful. Basically the point is I didn't know the toll that my stress levels were taking on my body until my doctor basically told me they were. So, well, this got like very serious from a not serious thing. Just don't over-involve yourself, and that goes past involvement as well. Like, don't commit to too many things, don't commit to too much work, don't overload your credits. But I think just getting ahead of the curve and knowing not to over-involve yourself is really important, and that's something that takes a level of maturity, understanding that you can't say yes to everything and everyone and every task. You have to value your sanity just as much as you value the hard work you put into all these different areas of your life. Okay, so the third thing I learned is about boys, and I actually went through a little bit of a breakup at the beginning of this year. And by a little bit of a breakup, I mean it was pretty big, at least to me. I still respect my ex, he's a great person, but what I learned from that experience, as well as kind of just like dealing with boys throughout the course of my sophomore year, is that sophomore boys are freshman boys that are just 1 year older. And I know that's a generalization. You guys are gonna be like, there's exceptions. There are. But I'd say, I feel like I'd feel comfortable saying 85% of the men that are now sophomores in college have not really matured that much, if any, from their freshman year, because, you know, freshman year, it's just the freshman year, like, people go crazy, whatever, boys will do crazy things. But basically that boys are still, 85% of boys are still just as crazy as they were freshman year, just as immature as they were freshman year. Just as much of their personality is still there 1 year later. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so the next thing I learned goes out to all you moms out there. I know I'm a mom. When I'm around my friends, when I'm around, you know, younger children, whatever, I kind of just take on this mom, grandma role, whatever. But the tip in general is basically that you cannot control other people, no matter how hard you want to, no matter how much you wish them the best. You cannot, oh, got a text message. Anyway, you cannot control other people. If someone tells me they have a goal and they have set these steps to get there, I will text them constantly, reminding them. When I'm with them, I'll be like, hey, did you do that? Hey, did you reach your mark? Hey, did you whatever? But there comes a point where it crosses the line from being encouraging to being annoying, basically. I've learned how to dial it back almost in a productive way, and I've learned how to be encouraging and not annoying. Okay, and the last thing I learned this year is really cliche. It's really, like, I know how cliche it is, and just thinking it and not even saying it makes me cringe, but it's that time has gone by so fast. And I can't even describe it. I know everyone says this, but I feel like I literally blinked and 2 years of my life is gone, and I only have 2 years left. So if those 2 years, my future 2 years, is gonna go by as fast as the last two did, I'm gonna be in the real world before I even know it, and that is almost a little bit of a scary thought. What it's taught me is that I really need to start enjoying the moments in the moment. And again, I know this hits on so many cliches, but I feel like there are a lot of people around me who are busy documenting the moments in their life so that they can post it on social media later, or just like have it on their phone for later, or basically just like taking pictures or videos or something like that, which is ironic because I'm making YouTube videos and I make vlogs and stuff. But they're busy documenting the moments in their life instead of living them. And I know 100% there are a couple like crazy life events that happened to me this past year that I kind of wish I had actually lived in the moment instead of been busy Snapchatting it or trying to take the perfect picture for Instagram. I think I just really have learned to appreciate the time I have here because it's gone by so quickly, and I'm halfway through. I can't believe when I'm posting this, I'm going to be a junior in college, and that's crazy to me. Just the other day, I literally told someone that I was 16 years old because my brain has not set to the function yet that I am 20 years old, and I am a full-blown adult living a college life, and I don't know, it just hasn't like settled in my head yet. Yeah, okay, sorry, I just went off on a tangent, but summarizing that last one, just to appreciate the time that you have in college. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just feel very sentimental all of a sudden. Alright, you guys, well, I hope you liked this video. It was kind of more of just like a chill, chit-chatting video. And yeah, I don't know. I hope you like this. Okay, like and subscribe, and do all of the things, all of the YouTube things. All right, okay, bye. Oh God, my forehead is shiny. I just thought I powdered this. The strugs, you know.